let's go ahead and reveal the challenge for the third place match. And here it is, Oman, a trade challenge starting as Oman in the 1789 start date, the French Revolutionary War, have the highest value in the Hormuz trade node. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Just to clarify, you don't need to have the highest value in the trade node yourself. It's basically who can make the Hormuz trade node the richest.
Let's meet Lemoncake and the student.
Against all odds, Lemoncake has made it to the third place playoff. He has a chance today to silence his critics and pull off an upset if he manages to take down the student. Will Lemoncake show his true colors, or will he fade into the annals of Para Bellum history? After narrowly missing out on the finals, the student will now try to cement his legacy in Para Bellum. He narrowly beat out Lemoncake last week, but it's time for a final showdown. Can the student claim his place in his final EU4 outing?
Well, chaps, you've had a second or two, or well, closer to 30 minutes. Now, student, you said you wanted a trade-focused challenge. This is right up your alley. You also said you didn't want to be assigned a country. Unfortunately, you've been assigned not only a country, but a start date. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's the worst possible thing, of course, that can happen. But no, I'm already pleased with the trade challenge for that matter. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a really straightforward challenge, and yeah, we're going to see how we do it and who will do it better.
That's right. That's right. Now, Lemoncake, what do you think about the? You haven't had a chance to experience our alternate start date runs, which were sort of a theme week last season. Have you had any chance to play any other start dates?
I've done the American War of Independence bookmark for the achievement, and then I've looked around some of the bookmarks previously because, wow, the game is broken. But did you know the game is really broken? So.
Okay, well, let's go from there. Are you going to be bringing any sort of aggression to this this third place playoff match? What do you?
No, actually, I've politely asked the student. We both have agreed to do absolutely no wars for this trade-based challenge. I think it's going to be a zero aggression run here. I'm going to make sure there's no wars declared.
Appreciate it. Yeah, make it as boring as possible if you don't mind. That'd be great. That'd be really, really fantastic.
It's time for our final ever third place match in Europa Universalis 4. Let's go.
Let's do it. All right. Here we are.
Alrighty, there we are.
This
Oman.
is the state of the world. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Do we have a good one? You have a bunch of merchants here. An initial score of 7.4 right here. Now, we ran some tests. You can spike that to around 20 with a month or two tick. So we'll have to see what they can do here. A couple of things to note. Firstly, they are not the only ones in the Hormuz trade node. Devastation in Persia would be bad for them. The Ottoman siphoning trade over from here, bad for them.
They're stuck in a chat.
They are indeed. What a noise. So they have a couple of different choices here. Firstly, over here, Ethiopia and the Gulf of Aden, they want to secure that. Maybe more importantly, over in India, a lot of trade there. Oman has fantastic trade ideas. I think you also get some, some missions as well. Look at that trade range and ship trade power modifier. That's really, really good. They have until 1821. So if they manage to get 30 years into the game, the equivalent of 1474, then that's it. That's their score. That's what we have. We're very, very excited for this, and we'll see how both of them
it's gonna be a spicy one.
line up here.
The reason we chose Oman, chat, Midge, if you flip to my POV, just to show off some of their amazing trade-focused things. And by the way, chat, if you don't know, Oman is one of the best trade-focused nations in the game. Now, they do start off with a unique Tier 1 government reform, which is the Arabian plutocracy. So they're basically the Arabian version of Venice. They got an extra merchant trade power. They can do various trade-related things. The only downside on this later start date is that they don't have some of the later government reforms. However, they do have all of their amazing trade-focused national ideas already filled out. Morale of navies, naval maintenance, blockade efficiency, trade steering, shipbuilding times, sailors intolerance, trade efficiency, light ship discount, naval leader maneuver, a merchant. We want this number, big equals good. Whoever bigger equals gooder, is third place, just to break it down for you. But
Simple
yeah,
as that. Simple
the
as
world in
that.
1789, not as simple as 1444, man. Not as simple.
I have to say, if you flip to my POV, armies are being built.
Any war? Question mark.
It looks like
Damn, they
cannons
start off
getting
with
built.
7
Now,
heavies.
cannons are super important
Mm-hmm.
in this stage of the game. If you aren't running with what's it called, with 38 cannons
Yeah.
and
You
what
lose.
about 80?
Oh, you don't lose, but this is how you stack wipe everyone else.
Yeah, if you have 40 cannons and 80 infantry, like 120 troops like that, you win. Like you just win every battle instantly because the AI doesn't really know how to do that too well. Problem is, as Oman, you don't exactly have the income to be able to scale.
You are
properly.
poor.
If you are the student and Lemoncake in this, Mr. Hawk, which way do you go? Do you go for the richer, more dangerous India, or do you go for the safer and easier Ethiopian Gulf of Aden?
There's just so many options, man. Midge, if you flip to my POV, I can show off some things over here. But the thing about Hormuz is it's actually secretly one of the best trade nodes in the game. Why is that? Because you can make it a pseudo end node. A trade node that has only one exit. If you control the upstream one, you can make this an end node. And that is the case with Hormuz. If you control enough of Basra, you can pretty much make Hormuz an end node. Now, another thing to mention here is that Lemoncake has already kicked off his first war versus Aden right here, which is actually really good because they control two vital centers of trade in the Aden trade node, Aden itself and Zayla right here in the Horn of Africa. So that's going to be very good for routing from the Gulf of Aden to Hormuz. But aside from the strategy, man, you don't really want to tank these guys too much. I think if there's an opportunity, they should definitely go in against Najd because they're actually one of the biggest holders of the Basra trade node.
Yeah, I mean, there's a fairly easy war over on that side of things. No war on this side of things, although I feel like we're about to get
second war
that.
already versus Makra. Look at this, chat.
Ooh, how's
Makra
that?
not holding any centers of trade. But listen, I was gonna say they're solo, but they're not. They bring
Trade
in
company,
Hobyo.
though.
Oh, dude.
By the way,
I forgot about this.
yeah, Oman actually has
owns
land
this.
down here.
What's going on in the students' game? Slower start, perhaps?
A lot slower, but he's building up more. Definitely, if you flip to my POV, he's definitely starting to go down this southern coast. It looks like he's going to be trawling for that.
Yeah, going back to my POV right here, man. Lemoncake has pieced out Aden right here, but funnily enough, not a full annex. Like, he only took Zayla right here, which, great province, but, I mean, you gotta take Aden too. Why? I don't understand why he didn't take it, but still, continuing along in his war versus Makra right here. This other army is down here trying to beat up Hobyo. But there you go, there's a piece out on Makra as well. Province is not that vital, honestly. Let's do a check immediately. We're 11 minutes in. The value of Hormuz in Lemoncake's game is 18 ducats.
Damn,
Exactly.
over here it's 83.
What?
Yeah, look. I'm gaslighting. It's 18.6.
Okay.
Right.
Now,
let's crack
is the
on.
student doing any warmongering?
Oh, he's doing a lot of warmongering.
Let's see.
Over here, he's actually just finishing off his war against Hadramut. He's also going for Hobyo. Down here, getting that center of trade is the important thing. Now, I still think I'd go for India personally. Because I think he should have claims over all of, he has like a bunch of claims on the center
Are
of
there
trade.
any easy guys to get at over there? Something that is actually could be very important in Lemoncake's game. Let's flip, ladies and gentlemen. We have the fourth Russo-Turkish War, in which Constantinople has been sieged. And, look, the Ottomans are fighting Austria in this mega Russia, man. Now, if this weakens these guys enough, they still have a really big army. I think that's an excellent opportunity for Lemoncake to be able to push up into Basra. Trade companies are being activated. We got the Aden Trade Company, which I'm assuming is the stuff that's in the Horn. So let's see what the student is up to.
It's 23.1. Very significant.
So student in the lead.
He hasn't done anything with his merchant.
With his
Why?
extra one?
They're still collecting, like, they're collecting
he hasn't
0.51 in
rearranged
Zambezi.
them.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it doesn't matter for him right now, right? I mean, what we're going to look at is when they lock in the score. He's like, I'm not locking in, I'm fighting.
All right, he's getting more infantry. Let's see where he goes next. His army positioning itself to fight down here in Kilwa.
Yeah,
I don't see it. I don't foresee any threats here. That's the key part. I think Russia's tearing through the Ottomans in this game as well.
Mm-hmm. Maybe that
That's an
one's
affront to
scripted.
humanity.
Or maybe
Yes,
they
it is.
start with that war.
It is. That's why it's they start a war. That's why it's like called that.
Yeah.
We'll see what Persia gets up to because I think Persia's probably your biggest threat. But you also the thing is
it?
you can fight Persia. You don't want to fight Persia.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a war declaration over here
Let's see.
against Mahra and Marhan. Over here, I mean, this should be a real easy war.
This is not good. Something that Lemoncake probably should reject. Portugal has declared on the Roswy Empire, which apparently exists in this start date. This is Zanzibar, if you guys don't know. Or sorry, not Zanzibar, Zimbabwe. So many Z nations in Africa. And he does decline that. So why was he allied to these guys in the first place? But yeah, he did decline that.
Yeah, flip to my POV. Okay, student, what's the plan?
Oh yeah, you can create a trade center on that one island, and I want to grab that. So
to grab this to get a trade center, and then macro-wise, are you thinking of pushing downstream from Ethiopia in the Gulf of Aden or India or?
actually, I think I'm. This is like the last war that I'm going to do for like Gulf of Aden, and then after that I'm going to turn to India. I also allied Deccan, so they're hopefully going to help me against like the West Coast guys.
Thank you very much.
Very nice, very nice.
I forgot we could just do that and ask him directly.
Yeah, we can do that. Now,
I wanted to make a point of it because the student did before the game ask us like, hey, how come you guys aren't interviewing us mid-game anymore?
And we said,
we were
well,
like-
we just forgot.
Yeah.
Let's look at my POV.
Them, man.
Because Lemoncake could potentially lose some provinces to rebels right here. He's got some guys up here. He's actually landing, about to unsiege them right now. More guys over here, Hobyo guys.
Oh.
I think he was about to lose to like 1k separatists. That one. He's gonna lose Mahra. Oh, he's been decked on by the Rasids. What the hell? The Rasids just decked on them, and they're not even that much more powerful than him. What the hell? Why would they do this?
Lemoncake, no cannons. Can you show me, like, you check what the Rasid, what the Rasid personality type is? Maybe he's just reckless.
No, he's industrious and calm.
Calm.
Not very
Less
calm,
likely to start wars and just deck them.
I think he doesn't win this. He's not gonna win this.
Don't do it. Don't
He's
do it.
not gonna win this.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh! He shouldn't have. He shouldn't have. Look, chat. The difference in morale. Oh my god, 5.6 towards 4. That's insane.
Oh, we pre-pointed.
A 1.6 morale difference, ladies and gentlemen. You can't do this. He's gonna lose.
We had to cut away. No, he's gonna have to restart. He has to restart.
Yeah.
What do they want from him? What do they want from him?
Yeah, he says restart. Let's flip to your POV.
All right, flip to my POV. There we go.
Oh my god, with 27 minutes in.
That's rough. That's rough.
Very
And now
rough,
you can hear the cannons. If you flip to my POV image, the cannons are being built over here. He says he's allied Deccan to try and go after Marathas.
Right now.
Oh, there we go. He's gone after Sharjah and Persia.
That's a big war.
Coalition with them as well.
So he does want to expand there.
Now, Persia is dangerous. Persia's very dangerous.
Does he have the navy? He probably should, right? They can't cross. Can they cross? They can't cross.
They can cross because they're allied to
of
Sharjah. I don't think you realize.
I've played them, by the way.
I don't think you realize this is a dangerous fight.
Is he about to make the same mistake?
That's rough. Professionalism as well. He's got more tradition, but that's about it. Now that he'll die here. He needs to run away and rebuild. Right now he's building up frigates. Both of our players running into problems. Now let's not forget this is how he lost the match against Zlewikk. He was so close to beating Zlewikk, ran into a war that he wasn't. Ran into a war he wasn't ready for. I mean, he has to run behind Maskat, and you know what I would do? Oh no, Scorch Earth. You have to scorch the earth.
They'll catch him.
Yeah, done.
They'll catch him.
You put 1,000 men and put them on Hormuz. And
select the armies because there's nothing you can do right here. This is going to be a slaughter, just like the Rasids, folks. They have missions.
Double the cannons. He has double the cannons. So let's see.
Oh, that morale difference. It's 1, man. It's 1.
0 to 1, 7 to 6. No, run. Don't let your cannons get on the front row. All right. It's not a horrible battle. It's not fantastic. It's not horrible. Again,
Can
if
he
puts
get
1,000
followed
men
all the way down? He can't.
He shouldn't be able to. No.
Right?
He needs to build a ton of mercenaries. He's building something. He needs to build a ton of mercenaries. He's slackening right now. And what he needs to do is, again, get that 1,000 men over here onto Hormuz. Then he traps these guys here, wins the battle, and then Hormuz are disputed straight. They cannot then come and fight him. 21%, look at this.
It's big.
He's got one hope here, and then he's going to have to restart.
They're going to
like, you don't undercommit. You don't undercommit here at all. Let's see. Yeah, he needs to get more of these mercenary companies.
The only mill idea group that Oman really has is quality. And
he's
that's just because of boats, too.
He's dead.
Is he going in? He's going in.
Okay, he has to fight Nizwa. He has to fight Nizwa and hope that they'll go back down around
But
this
they'll
way.
come in. I think they'll come in. They'll support.
Oh!
Musket falls at the worst possible moment.
Yeah, it's a restart for me. I mean, it's going to be close. Oh, he's hired the mercenaries. Now, those cannons not being here is huge because they only have 5,000 cannons.
No, it's the morale.
He's got double the cannons. There's a chance. Oh. It's rough. Well, you're in a death war now, buddy.
He needs to commit full force or restart.
Or restart.
I don't think he can win this, man.
No. He's trying to run. No way. This is the restart.
Let's watch another wipe. Let's watch another wipe.
Trying to.
There's nowhere for him to go.
Force march.
Morale isn't even up. Not even on the main army. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay.
Okay. Still 0.8.
Terrible first roll. 7. Yeah, 7-2.
That's that initial hit. Yeah. Oh, look at that, man. Yeah. That's it, man. It's got to be Germany in the front student. But yeah, going back to the to Lemoncake here briefly. His start is the same as it was in his original start. So going in against Aden once again, I'm hoping that now we'll see him take the province of Aden itself too, and potentially Hobby right here. Really, if you just hop centers of trade, man, it should be good enough. But yeah, just a regular start, But I'm more interested on the student. So let's go back there and see if he continues to commit, because time to restart, man, is running out.
You know how desperate he is? He's scorched. If you look to my POV, Mitch, he's scorched the earth here, and he scorched the earth here.
Oh.
To try and just delay for a second, but that does mean that they are coming around here.
How is he hoping to win this?
I don't know that he is. He's taking out max loans. He has no manpower. Crimean Company has 5 techs on Persia.
How do we see that?
Oh my god, you're right.
Oh, you're right. Level 30.
Realistically, his only hope is to double back around here and go, but the problem is it's scorched. And try and take one of these provinces back, but it's kind of done. He's gonna start getting stabbed hit soon.
What's his? He's 93, man. He's gonna get force beast here pretty soon.
Yeah. Oh, this is it. A comeback.
That should be a win. Off the top rope with the steel chair.
Well done, lad. Well done. That's baited 16,000 men to run back over here, and he does go into Persia proper. He might be able to do something. Now, the problem is that these provinces are scorched. He's not going to be able to get there as efficiently. It appears he might look for mercenaries at this point in time. A new lease of life is granted to the corpse of Oman. He marches in. Everything on this one battle.
That should be a win right there.
It should be, but he's got 20 minutes after this to get himself sorted. Here we go.
Oh, no. Oh, but he's got better morale. What's the difference now? Oh, wait, he's the red guy, right? He's the red guy. He's the red guy. Sorry. He's the top guy, I mean.
Immediately retreat. There you go. Bang. Nice. One stack down.
Yeah. They haven't started coming back down just yet.
Oh, I know what he's doing. I think what he's going to do is he's going to try and bait them onto Hormuz and then pull out the ships to stop them, to trap them on Hormuz, but the problem is he needs Khawasim for that.
He needs that, yeah.
If they can find a way back, the AI will do that. Look at this, he's very cleverly.
Yeah, he's boat baiting.
That, yeah.
What's a value in Hormuz right now? Just a quick check.
20. Not terrible.
20.3. Lemoncake 19.44. So we got a game,
chat.
It's
still close. We do have a game. Look at that, gathering them all up. Now, the problem is if he gets closer, he needs to split these guys up. He will not be able to maintain this forever. 15 a month in income. I think he's going to try and attempt to piece out Persia.
Let's go back to Lemoncake here briefly just to show off what's happening. So he is continuing still with his standard wars from last time. So he did beat up Aden. Their other province got taken by the Rasids. Now he's decked on Harar once again for that other center of trade. So still the same wars from last time. I think he's just hoping he won't get decked on this time, really. But aside from that, still, good game. Trade value, very similar in both of those games. Let's go back to the student.
Now, the problem is that the longer this goes on, the higher the devastation. Look at that. Oh, goods produced minus 25%.
Could always pour in some dev into his own
He's going to have to. They are. What he doesn't know is, maybe he's not noticed, they are coming for him around this way. 100% they are. They're not here. They're not. They're going around this way. Yeah, I mean, it's a split second has been the problem. He's getting chased by Persia. He's going to go for Muscat, and he's going to try and take back his lands. Now, Persia are on high, so they're not going to be out anytime soon. But he could probably knock them out if he runs around and sieges a bunch of stuff. Have to say, the play to take Hormuz, the student of Season 1 doesn't do that. Now, do you think he has to try and take stuff from Persia, in my opinion?
If he's committed this far, man, I think you go for it. But once again, I don't think that'll necessarily increase the value of the Hormuz trade node. Now, how's that work?
His king has died, I believe, was in battle. Well, not quite was in battle, but was leading the siege. 71% doesn't get it on 71%. If I'm the student, I'm raging at this point. That is the worst luck we've seen in Para Bellum. 85%. Let's see. He's doing well at cycling between the two to get the siege ticks, and then he finally gets that siege tick. Finally. Now, that does mean that these two shouldn't be able to... he shouldn't be able to meet up.
Yeah.
They do. They just ignore the fort. Well, I suppose they control this. He's going for it.
Oh!
But it's scorched? Yeah, it's scorched.
Yeah.
By his own hand. Hoist by his own petard. The next one, not scorched. But he has to get to this slot before they get here. He won't make it. Now you go for Sharjah and you leave Hormuz open.
I think you split off a 4K. That's a level 1 fort, right?
He assaulted with a 6K with 6,000 men. He's going to do it again. Wait, he should have done it with a full 12K initially. And he does piece them out. For Hormuz, he takes Hormuz and Moghustan. He does.
And Siraf, yeah.
Well done. Look at this. A losing hand into a winning one. I did not know the student had it in him. I did not know the student had it in him. And he does take Sharjah. The student, ladies and gentlemen, does switch things around. Again, the student of Season 1 would not have been able to pull this off. But now, as he is heavily in debt, 6,000 in debt, that is not debt he's going to be able to pay off. He took 100, he's nowhere near bankruptcy, to be clear. What is he going now?
Going back to Lemoncake right here. He is continuing with his chill wars, continuing on versus Mahra and Majertin in Baluchistan. Why, you might think? It's not his own war. Afghanistan called him in and he accepted. He has done a little bit of expanding himself over here, so taking 3 vital centers of trade in the Gulf of Aden trade node. Still not going in against Hadramut and the Rasids right here. But yeah, I think he's just chugging along pretty standard with this, man. I can't see anything that I can't see anything that would be like, this is the play right here. When do you want to do the final check, do you think?
Let's do it now.
Let's do it now. Okay, so the trade value of the Hormuz trade node in Lemoncake's game is 20.22. What is it in the student's game?
It is 24.15. It is not changing for the simple fact that if you flip to my POV, he is paused. Why is he paused? He's gone to war against Mysore. And I saw on the map, so he is going to be attempting to remove it. And with that, he will grab himself a trade company.
Oh, he has trade company up
here. That's why. No, because over here, Hormuz is part of Persia,
right. It's a completely different subcontinent. Yeah. Well, I guess just the 3 that he took from Persia, he has trade company right now, which is good. Which is good. What could he potentially do versus Mysore over there and whoever their ally is?
I think it's Mysore and it is this slot. Yeah, he could take a center of trade. Crazy how many of these nations have 3-star generals, you know.
Yeah.
Actually,
unhinged. That tradition at the end, I guess.
Dude, Mysore is cracked. Look at that.
Yeah, Declared Sultan idea is really good. Yeah. Now, Lemoncake over here, actually starting a little bit of economic gameplay, well, trade-focused one, because he is constructing, manufactories and trade stations and stock exchanges in provinces that are outside of the Hormuz trade node, increasing value in the other ones, so he can route over here, right? To do
the student does not have the finances, and in fact, he lost a battle pretty handily here. He secured himself by bringing over the remains of his troops, and he is going to win this war. But that, I mean, here's the thing. he can get another 100 loans, so I'm not too concerned for him. In late game, you get so many loans. Like, it's not even... Yeah, it's not even remotely realistic. His ideal right now is this Mysore just piecing out with Deccan. Where's he going? Go finish your dinner, mate. Finish your dinner. Why would you not take Vijayanagar? It's nice he does take the land. Does go over here, increases the autonomy. And he does trade company them as well, I think. Is this his launching point? Now, declaring war on Great Britain. Don't do that. By the way, in that time, the student won another war. Down here.
Nice.
It's
Wait,
crazy.
how is Lemoncake ahead of the student, man? And he restarted halfway.
1801?
Yeah, 1804 for the Lemoncake.
Look, student plays slow. We know this.
I guess.
We know this.
Lemoncake has been paused for quite a while here.
We can go to his POV, can't we?
Yeah, we can go to his POV. Why is he paused? Is he doing something? He's deving. Which is good. Deving is good. You do want to dev it up. He's still got a lot of Diplo and mill points to spend. He's been paused for like more than a minute right here. There, now he's got the policies. So really, he should be enacting that goods produced, that trade efficiency on the left. Those are really the two vital ones.
Over here, he has created these client states. Well, one of them. This lot he's created it in a trade league. There you go. Oman, Ogaden, Pate, Janjiro, Lindi, and Barawa. So he's created a trade league, which gives... Yeah, that's great. That gives him ship trade power. So over here, his fleet, heavy frigate. Yeah, it's got trade route map. There you go. That gives every ship in his... oh, there we go. It starts now. Yeah, every ship gets +1 trade power. So with this, when it starts doing trade, it's going to, if I show you off here, it's going to start sending out mass amounts. Look at this. Change our trade value. For example, in Gujarat, from 4 to 25.
Lemoncake reportedly forgot about Flagship. It's going to be the final third place ever in the history of EU4, right? One of these two guys above us will literally be the third best EU4 player of all time. Fifth if you count me and Laith in there, but we don't count ourselves because we're probably the most humble people.
Ever, really?
Yeah. I don't think there's anyone more humble.
Now I believe he is going to be linking up with the rest of the fleet to then go trading. It has to be now. Any adjustments have to be made. Trade pushed. Trade companies invested in. Ladies and gentlemen, who is going to come out on top? Is it going to be Lemoncake with his restart halfway through? Is it going to be the student, a veteran of the format, someone that had to fight off Persia? 97% war score against him. Fought all the way back to take land from Persia, important land, and take Sharjah. Then have a couple of successful wars over in India. 30 seconds, Hawk. Who do you think has it? Just give me a name.
Student. Just because of his experience. Nothing else.
That's
just because of his experience.
He hasn't sorted out his merchants. This could be a massive oversight. This could cost him everything. The third place playoff.
We are done. We are done. Lemoncake versus the student in Oman. A trade challenge starting as Oman in the 1789 start date have the highest value in the Hormuz trade node.
I have the score right in front of me. It's been collected.
Do you have the 2 decimal score?
I have the 2 decimal score.
Okay, who goes first?
I will do it.
Go
the
first.
Student has a final score of 44.09 trade value in the Hormuz trade.
44.09. That is the score to beat. And ladies and gentlemen, with the score of 40.13, Lemoncake loses, and the student has been crowned with the bronze crown, the bronze medal, and the student is officially the 3rd or 5th best EU4 player of all time. Our biggest veteran, most matches completed.
Lads, in case you were not aware of what transpired, by only a value of 4 ducats, the student does claim the spot of 3rd best EU4 player of all time. Student, how does it feel?
It feels great, man, especially after this match. It was like so much micromanagement to do, and yeah, it nearly broke me, man, because like the Persia war, you probably saw that was like close to being actually a restart halfway through the challenge. That would be actually a loss, definitely. But yeah, then in the end, I get like 2 more trade centers in like in the South Indian trade node.
Is there any reason you didn't use your merchants to push trade around?
I didn't. I think I used like 11 merchants or something, right?
There was one free. There were a couple just collecting in different places. I was wondering if it was just like if there was a strategy behind it. Or...
Yeah, like the one in Zanzibar, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter if he's collecting
Okay.
or not, right? And like the one that I got freed up in the end, I think I just don't know where to send them because
There's so many at that point.
yeah, it's actually I had merchants in every Indian trade node already, and also in the Gulf of Aden and such. So I don't really think I could get any more out of one merchant, honestly. But anyways, GG to Lemoncake, man. 40 is a really respectable number.
Yeah, I mean, Lemoncake, let's take me through it. I mean, the restart. Is that what you would pen the sort of loss on?
I want to say that, but at the same, I think it's almost hubris. I should have checked army quality and realized just how bad Oman was, because I looked at it from like a start of game assessment, and I was like, yeah, I could go a bit over Force Summit. Sure, I have some money. I can, 30k can beat 15k. No, I had 22k stack died to 14k of rebels defending a fort, so no army quality there. So I think that was a big mistake. I decided to not go for India because a lot of India was very naval landings is a bit extra hard, especially since most of it's allied with Britain, and that looked quite painful. So I thought, you know what, I'll just go all in on Africa and Gulf of Aden and that. And yeah, I think if I didn't do the restart, I could have played a bit further. Could have just built more menus and definitely had a bit more on the trade company front going there. So yeah, that's not to say. But no, I mean, it's just a case of that restart hurts a lot on time front as well,
I mean, I will say, Lemoncake, like, compare yourself now to the start of the season. I would say you've come a long way in terms of floundering around with Byzantium and not sure what's going on, to like, okay, cool, locked in, restart half the time, get cracking, and then to almost pull it back all the way. Excellent. Well, there you go, chaps. For the final time, thank you both very much. Hopefully, at some time soon, we'll see you both again.